Welcome back to another KidzRobotix video. We realized that we're building quite a mess here of semi-functional robots. So I was like, hey, let's clean up a little bit before we put together the next one. And Noah ran away. So I'm going to, in this video, put our other robots on display. We'll go over what we've built so far and what needs some repair. And then stick around because you'll be able to influence what we build next by putting your vote in the comments down below. So first, let's look at what we built last time. This was the spider bot, and this had some serious trouble climbing its own thread, and I think that is because of the traction that it is unable to get on the thread between these wheels. So my intention with this one would be to make sure that the thread is actually down in between the wheels, but to do that we have to open this guy back up. So that's some unscrewing, take off its legs, take off the top. I think we can get away with that. And so we'll do that, make sure that the thread is between the wheels, and see if we can move that thread, not up and down, but maybe just side to side. So if he's on the table, will he pull the thread through, given his little wheelie power? So that's our spider bot so far. Working backwards, we know that we had the two red in a row. We had the fire hydrant robot, and he seemed to be sucking some of the water through because we had droplets of water going through, but nothing came out the other end. When we put our finger on the pump, we could feel air traveling, but I couldn't feel any air coming out of the other side. So I'm thinking that we will, again, have to disassemble, so he came apart this way, and then see if there is any blockage being caused between the entry point of the water here and its exit. So that'll be that repair. Next, we had, I'm trying to think of what we were doing in what order. I think it was our tin can robot. And he was mostly okay, right? With the exception that he had no power. So we have another one of these little motors on order, and once we get some power into him, he'll be all set. Last but not least, in the ones that Noah and I recorded together, because you'll recall the crab dates from like a year ago, and he was A-okay, was the wacky robot, right? And his walk is just a little weird. Noah noticed that some of his legs kind of hit each other as he's walking, and they're supposed to go over one another, and that might be as simple as tightening a screw right now. Let's see. I see a little wobble in one of his legs. Now let's see, is it just that this screw is loose? Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? So I'm not seeing any wobble anymore, but his hind legs do overlap. So where's the on button? There we go. Yeah, occasionally they hit, and I'm wondering, could we just, I don't know if we have a mistake or whatever, but what if we just bend this one, right, to make a little bit more room? They don't really hit. So I'm wondering, is that just how they're oriented, right? So if we just make more room there, and then we go like that. Yeah, I still see it occasionally hitting. I think that just might be the shape of his legs. I'm willing to call that one fixed. I'm willing to call this one fixed. I'm not seeing that issue with the walk. Now, so those are the issues that we have to address. I said towards the beginning of the video, I said you could influence what comes next. And the way you can do that is by putting a vote in the, in the comments down below in terms of which one you'd like to see next. So we have 3 here. There's a doodling robot, drummer robot, and smart robot. 2 of them are in plastic and one's just taped up. I am making note of that every time because our tin can robot we suspected was a malfunction returner, had some water damage internally, so we know that the box was probably open. So we have doodling robot, drummer robot, and smart robot. Doodling robot says that you can build a robot with that makes artistic doodles. Drummer robot is you can program a beat with a unique coding reel. Oh, that's kind of interesting. And smart robot, assemble your very own smart robot and watch it speed around your house, turning left and right like magic when it bumps into obstacles. So here it bumps into obstacles kind of like a Roomba or a other kind of automated vacuum. So I'll go to flip the boxes, give you a quick look, and then include your comments down below. So this is smart robot. Looks a little sleek and foreboding. Ooh, what could be behind that orb? And drummer robot. He looks a little goofy, kind of like Tin Can's face. And then we have doodling robot. I'm partial to one of these. I'm not going to say which because I don't want to influence if you have an opinion and like to see one next. So that's it for this weekend. We got a review of the issues and we're waiting for your vote.